Thank you, Mr. Lou. Thank you, dude. That helps out a lot, bro. Over here providing value.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Ey, pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Me la voy a llevar a todas con VIP, un VIP. Ey, saluden a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. Selfie, ey, que sonrían las que ya les metí en un VIP, un VIP. Ey, saluden a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. Selfie, que sonrían las que ya se olvidaron de mí. Me gustan mucho las Gabriela, las Patricia, las Nicole, la Sofía. Mi primera novia en Kinder María y mi primer amor se llamaba Talía. Tengo una colombiana que me escribe todos los días y una mexicana que ni yo sabía. Otra en San Antonio que me quiere todavía y la TPR que todavía son mías. Una dominicana que juega bombón, juega bombón. La de Barcelona que vino en avión y dice que mi bicho está cabrón. Yo dejo que jueguen con mi corazón. Quisiera mudarme con todas por la mansión. El día que me case te envío la invitación, muchacho, deja eso. Hey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Hey, pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Hey, muchas novias. Hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Titi me preguntó. Titi me preguntó.
Pero ven acá, muchacho, ¿para qué tú quieres tanta novia?
Me la voy a llevar a todas con VIP, un VIP. Ey, saluden a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. Say cheese, ey, que sonrían las que ya les metí en un VIP, un VIP. Ey,
Bad Bunny, yeah,
saluden a
bro. I've been on
Titi,
a
vamos
little
a tirar
kick.
un selfie. Say
Oh,
cheese,
you're over
ey,
here
que
in the
sonrían las
chat
que ya
too?
se
Cool,
olvidaron
dude.
de mí.
Good morning.
Oye, muchacho, el diablo azaroso. Suéltese más vivir que
Or
tú tienes una
how are you
experiencia
hearing it? You're not
cosa
in
muy
the
seria para
Discord?
ti. Muchacho, el
Oh,
diablo,
you wait.
coño.
Yo quisiera
Oh, you could see it on the Discord.
pero no puedo, pero no puedo. Yo quisiera enamorarme, pero no puedo, pero no puedo. Sorry, yo no confío, nah, ni en mí mismo confío. Si quieres quedar, hay que hace frío y mañana te va. Nah, muchas quieren mi baby gravy, quieren tener mi primogénito, ey, y llevarse el crédito. Ya me aburrí y quieren todito inédito. Uno nuevo, uno nuevo, uno nuevo, uno nuevo.
Oh, is it still streaming? I didn't mean to. I'm definitely getting freaking uh copywritten. Oh well, I guess we'll go ahead and just rock with we'll go ahead and rock with this link right here, dude.
que no envidio, buenos días te amo. Pero tú me tienes enredado, me envolví, iba por mi camino y me perdí. Mi mirada cambió cuando tus ojos vi. Me caí al oscuro, ni me despedí. Yo no te busqué, no. Chocamos en el trayecto, con tu alma en la que yo conecto. Tranquila, no tienes que ser perfecto, no. Aquí no existe el pecado y equivocarse es bonito. Los errores son placeres, igual que todos tus besitos. Y solo mírame. Con eso yo tan linda, y con eso yo tan bien. Te vuelvo a nacer. Y solo mírame. Con eso yo tan linda, y con eso yo tan bien. Te vuelvo a nacer.
Okay. Oops.
Yo no me dejo llevar de nadie, yo solo me dejo llevar de tu sonrisa y del lunar cerquita de tu boca. Y yo estoy loco, tú estás loquita, pero baby como tú no hay otra, no. Quiero regalarte girasoles, ir pa' la playa y buscarte caracoles. Cuando estoy contigo yo no miro errores. Vamos a bailar 200 canciones, nadie me pone como tú me pones. Yo le hablo a Dios y tú eres su respuesta.
There we go. There's our numbers.
Nunca cuesta. Cuando me
There's our
regalas
CPI. Where's my thing? I'll bring up the. So CPI pretty much a little bit smaller than expected here in July. 8.5, expected 8.7. Oh, look, we're down just a little bit. We're starting to round that curve here, guys. Looking pretty dang bullish. Oh, man. All right. Where's the thing? What a nice move here. I hope that it stays right here. So 420 definitely on the way here, guys. Probably more than likely. This is what we are talking about last night, HPT. Tesla is at 890 right now.
la pica y la nendo, la coca y la rola. Eres tú quien me controla. En tus ojos veo el mal, mami, llévame en tu ala. Hoy me siento bien puta, repiola. Ay, porque la nota ya está haciendo efecto. Mi mundo está de día y me siento perfecto. Porque estás tú aquí moviéndote así no para. Baby, tú eres mi droga, esta noche no le bajes.
The thing is that we don't have anything above 420, dude. Like the gamma and everything that we have. Um, if we break 420, like we could get moving really, really aggressively. Good morning, guys. Everyone that's on YouTube. I hope the delay isn't too bad here because I didn't set up this stream. So I don't know if I could kind of change things or whatever while it is streaming. Oops. Yeah, I don't think I could change the latency after it's already going. So. Oh, it's on low. So yeah, we're good. Okay, so that's kind of like where we're at right there. If we come and look at the S&P like we were talking about right here, we could see the SPY gamma levels right here. So we have, to go to SPY right here. So the 420 right here is the biggest one, and then 430 after that, bro. Like almost 430, I think. So that's kind of crazy because then we're right here at the 418. So 418 is the bigger one according to the open interest as of right now. So right here, if we are taking a look, this is all part of our Mr. Smith. What's up? Good morning, dude. So this is what we're looking at here on the open interest side of things for the SPY. Right here, the 420. Oops, this is the Greeks. So if we come, so 18,000 right here at 420, and then there's 27,000 right here at 418. So gonna be pretty hard to get us to move up above that. They may want to keep us below the 418 today. Not to say that we can't pop up and then finish the day under that, but we will see on that. Okay, gonna write a couple things here for write my game plan. Shit, 420's been target for a minute. Fib no lie, so VIX below 20 then. The VIX is, yeah, right now it's 22. Make sure you're writing in the Discord, dude. So I could see your messages. I hear the little beep, so then I could take a look, all right? And then also the Qs are at 325, which is whole number resistance, what have you. I did re-up on my Unity yesterday when it dipped, and those are looking pretty nice, dude. No. Yo, there you are. So I'm just writing some notes here, guys. Give me a few moments. Oh, there's the print on the VIX. So the VIX is at 2072 now. Okay, so we got those. We're holding above this 418 here pretty well so far. So, those. Okay, let's go through our. Oh, that's funny. Oh, dude, stupid CPI thing even brought up AMC, bro. So are you pretty much done with DDOG? Not hamster, HPT, excuse me. This candle right here, this candle on this DDOG, I don't like it, bro. This, oops. So this is what we were talking about the other day, right? So, and then I think on the daily it looks even worse. So, um, what do they call it? A shooting star or something like that? Shooting star candle. I could do it like this instead. So shooting star candle right here with this all this resistance in this area. This is not too good. This is what we're talking about. That failed breakouts make nice shorts. The thing is that it's just back here retesting the breakout point, and this is actually a good re-up. This is like our crossover on the bigger point, but I think we're gonna have to have a couple inside days or so in order to try to push again. You know what I mean? And the price and the premium on it they aren't very good. So um, yeah. Okay. So those Unity I talked about. See if we can find some other stuff in here. Roblox had earnings last night. I would be looking probably Roblox here to fill this gap. So see if it could get some. We'll put this over here on a maybe list. This Unity is still nice, bro. We got room up here to 60, 65-ish. What's up, you guys that are on YouTube? So just doing some pre-market, getting some stuff together. I'll put a watch listing in here for you guys. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna copy and paste the whole damn thing in there for you guys if you want, and I'll pin it. I'll do that for you. Bed Bath and Beyond. We don't care about Bed Bath and Beyond, do we? No. Oh, Coin had earnings last night too. Oh, they made up their gap and then some, so. Okay. Mm. All right, so I'm pretty much done with all my pre-market stuff. I like that on my charts here. Oh, T-Mobile is gapped up. Did they have earnings? The hell is going on there? They're about to get to more than 52-week highs. This is nuts, dude. Okay. McDonald's was a good setup a while back here. I think we're talking about right here for it to break out of this little area, and then it did. And now it retested. Now it's trying to push back up. Oh yeah, this is pretty nice right here. The weekly, we're in compression. Here's your crossover. Yep, this is pretty nice. Anyone want to play some Mickey D's? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Rich, good morning. Hey, here comes everyone filtering in. HBT over here on this side. All right, I'm gonna grab a coffee real quick here. 5 minutes real quick, and then I'm gonna go over like holistic plan and what we're looking at and what we're doing. I know I just kind of did it already in a longer form, but go over it a little bit more quickly, okay? 1 second.
Esto no fue normal, con cualquiera no me acuerdo, cualquiera no le mato. Y le cuento mi secreto, me pongo feliz cuando llegan tus textos. Porque con cualquiera no me acuerdo, cualquiera no le mato. Y le cuento mi secreto, me pongo feliz cuando llegan tus textos. O cuando encuentro te lo meto. Ay, yo te mato, contigo me voy a ay. Espero que lo haya pasado. Para un motivo para ver esto un ratito. Papi, que yo nací para estar solo. Si yo no te escribo, tú no me escribes. Los años tu vida, quizás hoy estaba rocía, pero por dentro tú tienes alegría. Si quieres te la saco, 2 tragos y sabes que me pongo bellaco. No somos nada, pero estamos muertos hace rato. WhatsApp sin el retrato, no guardo mi contacto, pero se la saco. 2 tragos y sabes que me pongo bellaco. No somos nada, pero estamos muertos hace rato. WhatsApp sin el retrato, no guardo mi contacto. Todos underwater, baby, vamos para el cuarto quarter. La juro que no el pare, te voy a dar duro para que no me compare. Ay, cuido con ese majo que se va a romper. Ay, ese aburrido va a romper. Ay, yo no sé si yo tuve el papel, si mañana me voy a perder. Te dejo una playa y me hiciste un crossover. A desmentiste, me diste game over. Porque no puedo olvidar el perreo aquel que se fue viral. Dime si mañana te vas a quedar. Después de la alarma te la voy a dar. Ay, hoy tú no vas a trabajar. Yeah. quieres que la saco, dos tragos y sabes que me pongo bellaco. No somos nada, pero estamos mal pa' hace rato. WhatsApp sin el retrato, no guarda mi contacto, pero se la saco. Dos tragos y sabes que me pongo bellaco. No somos nada, pero estamos mal pa' hace rato. WhatsApp sin el retrato, no guarda mi contacto. Me gusta así, y que tú vas, mami, qué rica te desnudas. Quizás no sentiste lo que yo sentí, pero aún te debo una noche en la suite para darte tabla. Dale, mami, habla, tú eres una diablona. No te hagas para darte tabla. Dale, mami, habla, tú eres una diablona. No te hagas, no, 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 no. Ay, yo no sé tú, pero yo quisiera amanecer en nu, en una playa por París y no Cancún. Pide otra mosca tú. Ay, quedando en nota, ven y choca, conmigo que se joda, baby.
I don't know. Okay.
Pero óyeme, no.
Okay, I'm back, guys.
All right. I was trying to write my thing over here and dude, that sucks. Like you could only write 200 characters on this thing. It's stupid. Anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit here just to go over like my little game plan all together here, guys, and show you here on the screen. The other day I did something where like it made like the whole screen the one chart. I thought I like double clicked or something. Anyways, CPI numbers out here, guys. We have them over here. So just under what was expected. It's still, these are printed bad, but just these are what I expected: 8.7, 0.2, and 296.67. Actually, this one is a little bit higher, but or no, it's a little bit under. So just under what was expected. So positive there. It looks like we're kind of rounding that curve on the inflationary type side. So big pop up here from the support at the 411, 410-ish area down here, what we're talking about, 420. Looks like on the way 418 is resistance according to the open interest. So 27,000 stacked up there and still pretty thick up to like 21, right? So 21, 15,000. And then after that, it drops off significantly sharper, notably sharper. And Roblox is going to the freaking moon over here. I don't know what the hell they're doing. So that's what we're looking at here as far as our levels. And then I also want to keep in mind as far as those levels that we are looking at the VIX. So VIX is getting down here towards this this 20-ish area. You can see I put my little line. The next point is going to be around this 1990 or so. $20 obviously in the 1990 if we're following through to the downside. Okay. On the Qs, we did get to the resistance as well. So everything is pretty much top of channel resistance right now. Well, actually, so we got to, this is we're at a whole number resistance of the 325. And then, but from the previous couple of price action, 326 or so is the amount. And if we come to the open interest over here, we'll look at the 10th and we will come down here. And 325. So 325, 9,000 contracts stacked up there. You can see that's significantly bigger than 7,000 at 326, 21,000 at 330. If we get to 330 today, man, everyone's getting a kiss on the cheek. But looking pretty good for the upside. Apple is also at resistance here, guys. So this is notable where you want to keep track of this as well. So Apple resistance right here at the 168, and it's kind of like in the stair step flag. You see it goes up, flag, flag, and then right here is our resistance for the breakout of this Apple, and then Tesla as well. Tesla is kind of if you guys want to trade this, I would be very, very quick to get in and out of trades on this, because Elon sold a bunch of shares last night. We're getting up here towards the whole number, the 900 resistance, right? So if we look at the open interest over here, Tesla 900, 11,000 contracts right there. Okay. So it may pop above that, and then by the end of the week, it needs to come back down. So we'll see if it gets maybe 905, 915-ish area, and then turns back around after that. Okay. Smaller side of things, smaller tickers here, guys. I think it's going to be a really good buying opportunity here for these semiconductors. These were showing weakness now with that bill that was passed, and the whole Taiwan thing, I guess, is affecting them. So this little dip buy right here and the reclaim of these areas are going to be pretty cool on this AMD. So 98.50 right now, and then also Nvidia up here at the 176. So we do have some room to get back up to 180. We used this as a case study in the room the other day, right? So we knew that this is where our attention was, and then if you're able to hold this for that fade, just kind of a one-day little swing, 180 to 168, pretty nice little banger of a trade there. And then now we're trying to work ourselves back up to the 180. That's going to be where we need to keep our eyes on and attention to see if we break that point. Okay. On the smaller stuff, like I said, Unity, I did re-enter yesterday. I took profit at 50 once it popped up to 50 the other day again. And I really like the setup on the bigger time frame. This is nice, dude. So we have room to get up to this 55, and then you can see on the weekly that if we come to the swing chart right here, we have room all the way to like 74 on this lower volume right here. On the daily, if you come in, you look at it like this from the daily, there's still a little bit more volume now because of the action that we put over the last week. But over 55, our next stop is 65, and we still have room to go up. So I really like it. As long as the market sentiment could stay bullish, I like it. Okay. The thing is that they're also dependent on like the GPU and semiconductor chip space and stuff like that. It seems like they move a little bit in sympathy with that. Okay. The other one here, guys, is Roblox, RBLX. Roblox reported earnings last night, a little bit less than what's expected. This thing is not going anywhere though. I do not believe. I would be looking for the rip and dip here, or dip and rip, I should say, to the pivot area, this 43, and then continue going up to fill up this gap here to the upside. Okay. So if you're looking for something a little bit less expensive to go ahead and play, that's what I would be looking at. And then coin reported earnings last night too. So this one is a little bit more wild card down, already filled its gap here to the upside. And you can see we're putting in this nice cup little handle pattern. We're testing the breakout point right here. And then our target would be the 100. Okay. So those are the ones that we're looking at. Anything else? I was also looking at Sophie. Sophie was a really nice pattern right here on the breakout, and it got to this $8, and then it came and retested the breakout point right here. And so this may be a good point for us to get back in and try to get back up to these levels. So way cheaper of a stock. I would probably more play equity on it than contracts. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Lou, HBT, Barry, J-Rob. J-Rob, what's up? Mike, good morning. Rich, good morning. Nice to see you. All right, so basically here then what I'm looking for on the SPY is a dip and rip type of action. And I wanna, let's do this hourly chart. So if we could dip to these previous highs here in this level, I'm actually gonna draw a little line. Right there. So in that 417-ish area and then bounce. And if not in this area, then the pivot, that would be awesome. We may get a little bit of contraction right at the open, just people taking profit, and then also people trying to short from the top of the range here in the supply. So bueno. All right, guys. Man, where's everyone for the YouTube, dude? So I will be playing SPX here on with the S&P stuff, and I will be watching the Qs as well because the Qs have been giving a little bit better. The Qs actually have the VWAP right underneath. So, and we have the VWAP right here on the SPY. So that's a good, that's also you need to look at that. So Qs over here, we need to come a little bit closer. The VWAP is right here at 323.25. So keep track of that. I'm not playing Tesla today. I don't think I feel like at the 900 this is the fulcrum of it, so it's kind of, coin flip up or coin flip down, and you don't know if someone's gonna offload more share. They're like, oh cool, like we're back up over 900, I might as well go ahead and sell some more, right? Nothing's preventing them from selling it. So If it sets up, dude, and there's relative strength or weakness on it, then absolutely. A previous guy I was trading for rhymes with Rekmar. He didn't even know where to find the S4 yesterday when the shit came out, bro. Like, how are like I really hate just bagging on people, man. But when you claim to be an expert in something or you're teaching someone, please at least be humble enough to say, like, I don't know, like, or things like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just, dude, I don't understand how you could trade and you don't know where to find filings. So yeah, I ripped him last night. And if you guys see that on Twitter, I was actually saying, so on the 4th of August, I was sitting here reading the tape on Tesla, and I could show you the little tweet here. So here's the little tweet. Someone's offload on Tesla has been last week. Here, oh, it's August the 5th, excuse me. So August the 5th, you could see on the tape big blocks of Tesla being sold. And so obviously, you know, someone isn't raising their hand and saying, I'm selling, but you could definitely see it on the tape. And then we got the confirmation, we got the S4 last night. So key area for NASDAQ here at the top of the range of this channel needs to break up or we may continue downtrend. Yeah, so that's why, like, if you look in that's what Rich said here in our chat. So that's why I said, cautiously optimistic at these levels because they are more macro type supply levels, right? So we could very much pop here in the morning and then never look back, and next thing we know, we're at 350 by next week, you know. So the thing is now trying to build like a bias and trying to build like a thesis around the CPI, which we just got, right? So if we got the CPI and what we just got, then the Fed meeting is next week or the week after, right? So what does that mean? They're gonna maybe just raise 50 basis points. Are they, you know, that I don't think that they'll do 75 again. Do you guys think? So if they're kind of rounding that curve and only doing because right now we're at neutral, we're at like 2.5, right? 2.5%. So yeah, like if that comes out and they start like, people see that, you know, we're rounding that curve of like them taking lesser aggressive stance, then that is definitely notable as well. But the thing is also the so I don't I will look for it since I'm talking crap over here, but try to find it real quick. How are we doing on time? We're doing pretty good. Okay, so this graph isn't very good, dude. I need a better one. Here it is. So Federal Reserve started buying up a bunch of stuff to be able to support the market, and during the pandemic, you could see right here when that started happening, they started buying everything up. They have not begun really selling or offloading any of their positions or any of the they have not begun the quantitative tightening of the other balance sheet. So what this means is that the Federal Reserve is actually holding a shitload of fucking like stock and probably treasury notes and whatever else, right? So that part I'm not educated on. That's not my part of the market. I will fully humbly bow out on that shit. But that means that they could go ahead and offload those. It's going to go ahead and bring the market down. So unless you actually sell into a liquidity type pump, which this looks like what's happening, right? So you push the market up, you're able to go ahead and get out and tighten your balance sheet. Maybe that's what's happening, right? So definitely playing chess here at this point. Anyone have an opinion on that? I would love to hear your thesis or opinions on all that. The more macroeconomic type stuff, definitely something I'm learning more of this year. This is usually I'm just a technical trader, but there's no one of my things for this year was to take less trades and bigger money, which has definitely been happening. And in order to be able to do that, you got to look at more macro events that are influencing the actual market. So not just, oh, here's the 1 minute breakout and take that trade. You know what I mean? So was anyone brave enough to swing anything overnight? Anyone? Just curious. I'm not going to flame you or anything. Me and HPT were actually talking about this last night, right? So like, pretty much kind of what was happening. We said accumulation day yesterday, right? On the SPY, it looked like they were just propping this up, maybe taking position. They already knew, the numbers, right? Take a position down here, and now you're up probably a couple million. Like, let's look at the flow for the SPY for today or for yesterday. So are there any significant big, here's some 416s for Friday. So a little bit. There's a put. 551,000 for 819. More puts. There we go. 819, 1.7 million for what strike? 397. Oh, they bought these deep in the money. Yeah. Yeah, but you did the right thing, right? You kept to your rules and your discipline here, J Rob, and you did the right thing, right? Now it's woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? But if it would have went the other way from your position, imagine how upset you'd be. Someone bought millions of Tesla. We could look at the flow from yesterday. I don't think that anyone knew that Tesla was going to pop today. 950 by 826, or this is 826 expiration. Why is it so? Oh no, we're in August now. So 826, this is end of the month. This is definitely very viable. Another one, 1040. This is aggressive as shit. Not so much, it's in August, but does anyone know the split day, the tentative split day for Tesla? 8/19/22. This one is aggressive as shit. 1,000 by next week. August 25th. Okay. I know Roblox is on a fucking roll, bro. If you're looking at something cheaper to play, I like the Roblox today, bro. Just one contract. Nice, dude. Nice. Excuse me. Oh, I had TweetDeck. Okay, cool. Oh, now I have 2 TweetDecks. Short Roblox at 46. I don't think so, dude. I mean, that is your inflection point, and that is where you want to take a look at it, is at the 46. And I have 46.59 is where the R2 is at, or excuse me, R1. So that is your area of interest. Definitely look at that level. And if you see that, you know, the volume dies and it can't, you know, get over that level, then cool. Go, assume your risk of the, you know, risk of reward right there, and you could definitely do that. But I don't necessarily believe so. That's just more of a discretionary opinion, though. See, that's what I don't understand is how Roblox has such nice trading action, dude, but Shopify sometimes doesn't. Like it has really big spreads and stuff. I don't, dude. If we get over 420, bro. But the thing is then this is kind of like where HBT was talking about market cycles, right? So this is like, oh, everything's back to normal, right? This is that back to normal stage of the market cycle. And then what happens? Everyone gets caught with their pants down. And again, we're back at 350 within a week or two. You know what I mean? So again, like I said, cautiously optimistic here at these levels, but we are definitely top of the range into this more macro supply. So, oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Right here. $41.93. Possible we chop all day. Mm. Live stream link is not loading. We're on the live stream link, right, guys? The one that's in the left hand side of the chat. Okay. Yeah, someone says that they're having a hard time. So looking, we got a minute 30 to the bell here, guys. I'm gonna look for the dip and rip here. I may not get it. We may get too much strength here at the open. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. I don't know where the SPX is gonna open at though. Actually, the option chain doesn't go that big. Dang, I'm gonna be up pretty nice on my Unity already. It's already at 52. All right, everyone, let's have a great trade session here, guys. No FOMO. Take profit at your relevant levels. Be patient. And no bag holding in the New Age Wall Street team, all right? I gotta renew my subscription on my thing. Dude, this is the worst time. I should have checked this earlier. All right, so not much movement right here, 41.93 on the SPX. And then we are trying to press up above on the Qs, 324.60, 75. I am gonna start the Qs right here, guys. So I'm gonna try something a little bit different today. Oh, dude. I don't even have my wallet here at the desk with me. Fuck, dude. All right, here comes a little bit of the dip. All right, so straight to this line right here. We're gonna try this SPX and these areas right here, the VWAP. So here's your dip, and then we'll see if we get this rip up here. I'm gonna sprint to go get my wallet real quick, guys. I'll be right back. There it goes. Now it's pulling away right there. Card number. All right, here we go. Forgot to pay Tiffany. Well, I didn't forget to pay Tiffany. I got a new debit card and it didn't update. There we go. All right, so I'm going to do something I've never done here before, guys, is show my P&L live as I'm in this trade. So here it is. I'm kind of worried about this. I've never done this before, even to like my members in the room. So let's go ahead and try it. So like, let's see if we break here below this line, I'm going to go ahead and get all the way out. So below the second line right here. And I took 420s and or 4200s on the SPX. It's a little bit further out the money, but the thing is I didn't know where the SPX was going to open. It's kind of this madre of an opening for me here, guys. And so you can see kind of what we're saying. So people up here taking profit. This and again, we're at the macro supply, so we could definitely be up here and then just go straight freaking down and not look back, right? So that's definitely a possibility. Oh shoot! Whenever I click on these things, it takes the P&L off. Sorry. Roblox is 46 already here, guys. Very nice. DDOG is at 117. Look at DDOG, dude. It's from pre-market to net right now. Very, very nice. And then AMC at 23. I'm looking pretty good. I sold some premium on that. So doing pretty good. So once it hits 50 cents, I may just go ahead and take it off there. So then it's not a liquidity issue getting into the end of the week, which would be tomorrow and Thursday. And no one wants to buy those from me. So we'll see on that today.
3,000 contracts. 67 calls. August 12, 2022. 500 contracts.
This whole showing my P&L thing live is giving me like a old school small cap rush, dude. Oh shoot. If I fuck up, you guys all see it in real time. So this is the range we talked about here in pre-market that we wanted it to bounce off, but this is so far so good. But then, so the way we got this level is based off of the previous highs. So if we come over here, this is the previous highs right here that we're trying to bounce off of, but we can get to, these are the next level down here in this area. And then there's a pivot. So we can go a little bit lower at that point.
AMZN 143 puts. August 12, 2022. 300.
And so this is what we talked about on the Qs, right? The Qs were the 325 where the resistance was. And so couldn't get over 325. We're going to have to reaccumulate a little bit. And hopefully the tech does not hold us back. So Tesla is going down. So as of right now, but we are only 8 minutes into this open so far.
19, 2022. 781 SLV. 18 puts. September 9, 2022. 3,000 contracts. Uber. 33 calls. August 12, 2022. 1,000 contracts.
All right, being patient here, guys. Nvidia also on the dip here as well, guys. So J-Rob with the nice call, bro. Over here, the 46 on the Roblox. So if you were just waiting for it to hit 46 and for it to come down, brother, you're already up almost $3. Oh, you did? Nice, bro. Hold that thing down to 43. Another 50 cents, another 40 cents. So it's giving a little love tap to my line right here. I may have to stop out.
August 12, 2022. 1,000 contracts. AMZN. 143 calls. August 12, 2022. 200 AMZN. 137.
Yeah, I don't think the cues are going to be conducive to us.
2022.
At least right now. We need a little bit more of a base right now. This is what's holding us back.
2022. 1,005 contracts.
Look at all this green, bro. That's so 417 absolute out here. I know the line right here is 417.30, but what I don't want to happen is to wick down and then it goes in my favor. So 417 is my absolute out, where my thesis is invalidated for the dip down to the support and then for it to move up, right? So AMC just dumping still. Here comes Apple. Apple back above 168. Here comes your profit target, J-Rob.
Spike. 418 calls. August 10th, 2022. 747 Uber. 30 puts.
We also have some Fed guys talking today. I don't know what time.
800 contracts.
They did post it in my room earlier. Mr. Lou, I appreciate you. He did. So at 11 a.m., I think, I don't know if that's Eastern or not. So that's 10 a.m. my time. There you go, bro. Look at 10 minutes into the market open here, and you're done, bro. I better not hear that you had a red day later on today, bro. And you made over 100 yesterday too, right? Look at you, dude. Look at you.
EVIX. 35 calls.
Master
16,
Splinter.
2022. 663 contracts.
Yeah, I'm not liking this volume right here, guys. Like, I mean, we could very well, you know, get another player in here, put a bid in, and then we ramp, but this is not the action that I really wanted as far as the sentiment for us to go up. So losing a little bit of confidence in this trade, especially with the cues here. And so this is where you build confluence of like Apple's one the biggest holdings of the SPY. I think it's like 7%. So it's having trouble with this 168. Like we said, it needs to get above 168 and this 168.50. Oh yeah, we will definitely, yeah, we'll go back to retest that open interest area. So here we go, little pop. Oops.
Spike. 412 puts. August 12th, 2022. 1,000 contracts.
There we go. And this is one of the things that sucks about buying premium or buying contracts right at the open is that
MO
the value of them is volatile and you're buying them pretty really expensive right at the open. So it's down 500 per contract already at the time that by the time I got in this trade.
535 contracts.
Yeah, so right now we're at 40.92. 41.93, 75 is where we have to get over on the SPX. If we accept over that, we'll get over that, then we are off to the races. So right now we're at 41.91.90, 41.99. Yep.
1,499 contracts.
And the VIX is moving down just a little bit now.
Spike. 415 puts. August 10th, 2022. 1,500 AM.
Don't listen to this guy right here. You don't need that type of negativity in your life.
August 19th, 2022. 800 contracts.
And the thing that's also hurting me is that I have 4,200 4,200s. So being out of the money the way that it is. Scalpel trade ideas, yeah.
Spike. 415 puts. August 10th, 2022. 547 contracts. BMBL. 30 puts. August 19th, 2022. 1,164 contracts. AMZN. 140 calls. August 12th, 2022. 250 HUD. 3 calls. September 16th, 2022. 1,033 contracts.
If you guys, for you guys that are in here watching, and if you're not in the chat room, you're also on the YouTube. I just love learning as a person, and I love learning how other people trade the market and how they view it and stuff. And if you guys have not followed or seen, his name is JJ. They have a podcast. I forgot what it's called. The podcast. It's called Confessions of a Market Maker. So he was a market maker through the 2000s, and his whole job was to orchestrate short squeezes for liquidity. So he works a lot with TPO or market profile. He has a chat room too. It's a Discord, and this is where that abundance mindset comes from. Is that he's better at this than I am, so I'm going to tell you to learn from the expert at it. I'm not going to do it when I'm not the expert at it. So I think it's only $30 a month or something, dude. Is like his chat room. So Hanster did it. I think Hanster joined with me. But JJ's pretty cool.
1,000 contracts. Guild.
Oh no, not JJ Ryan, dude. JJ Ryan is he's dope, but I'm talking about JJ, the market maker guy, VWAP trader on Twitter.
August 12th.
Yeah, JJ is a really cool dude. Actually, the other day he messaged me and he was like,
92 calls.
He's like, I think you're severely underrated. I don't know why, and no one, kind of, talks you up or anything like that. Like I'll always support you and I'll retweet and like on all your stuff, and all this stuff. And I was like, dude, I really appreciate it, because I don't know what the hell the chips on people's shoulder are about me. Like
contracts.
Yeah, so we actually had a conversation. I talked to him the other day. he was on a spaces and I got in there and I was like, have you ever tried to see what the correlation of the actual options market is to where your levels on the TPO profiles are? And he said he doesn't even look at the options market, but I think that there's definitely correlations, but definitely correlation does not equal causation. So
August 19th,
I would love for him to actually take a look at it. And then if he understood, you know, the actual options market and what it is and stuff, then to get his opinion on it. But spoken like a true expert, he said, that's not my niche. That's not my expertise. So I'm not going to speak on it. Yep.
ONEN.
So
17.
yeah, I think they're having like a sale right now, dude. I think it's like $30, $30 or so.
Contracts. AMCN. 140 calls. August 12th, 2022. 200.
Robinson, what's up, dude?
880 calls. August 12th, 2022. 250 QQQ. 321 puts.
Here we go, guys. Let's see if I can get my trade to go freaking green here.
1,000 contracts. Mara. 17 calls.
YouTube chat on mute. No, why? You guys can't hear me on YouTube?
Contracts. AMCN. 144 calls. August 12th, 2022. 6 open. 6 calls.
That would be cool. I would see if maybe he wants to do that. He has some health problems, dude. So really hard for him.
2022. 2,500 Vancouver. 32 calls. September 16th, 2022. 657 contracts.
Victor said he could hear me on
September 16th, 2022.
yeah, you guys could hear me.
VA. 160 calls. March 17th, 2023.
All right, 41.98 here on the SPX here, guys.
412 puts.
Our next stop is 4,201, 75.
Contracts.
Let's see if we could get there. Need help. I need some volume to break out of this area. Apple is trying to get above the 168.50, so this is where it needs to get above. And Tesla is not freaking helping, bro. Someone take Tesla off the S&P. If everyone just wants to insider sell Tesla. Are you looking at Roblox right here, Alberto?
30 puts. September 16th, 2022. 559
Yeah,
contracts.
okay. Gonna wait till top of the hour here on this trade, guys. If we get to top of the hour and we are not moving, I will take a time stop loss. So not necessarily a stop loss according to price, but time, because I should be showing profit here and moving in the direction that I want to a lot more quickly than what's going on. So I got about 8 minutes. If that top of the hour volatility does not help me out, then I will go ahead and exit the trade.
2022. 1,020 Uber. 30 puts.
You can't speak in the chat on YouTube. You can speak to us in here.
900 contracts. QQQ. 330 calls. August 10th, 2022. 4,740 contracts.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the YouTube. My Unity software is looking pretty good.
TSLA. 900 calls. August 12th, 2022. 250 contracts. Meta.
Oh, you know what I might have done, Robinson, on accident, dude, and I'll have to check into this, is that when all the porn stuff was coming up on the website for the live stream, I was trying to like kick him out, and I don't know if maybe you were like next to it and I accidentally did you instead. I'll check, dude. I didn't do it on purpose. I promise. I'm sorry.
UPST. 29 calls. August 19th, 2022. 665 contracts.
So Apple,
TSLA. 850 calls.
right here, pulled back off of the 168.50 again. We are putting pressure on it though. We are getting these higher lows. So trying to be patient. Excuse me.
743 contracts.
Here comes Roblox.
TRS. 13 calls. October 21st, 2022. 1,400 IWM. 190 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 799 contracts.
If Tesla could stop selling, that would be absolutely awesome.
TSLA. 850 puts. August 12th, 2022. 130 contracts.
So 5 minutes to the top of the hour here, guys. It seems like a lot of tickers did dip right here at the open, and they're trying to round the curve around this turn here. So see, really don't want to eat a 3K loss. That's not fun.
Uber. 30 puts. September 16th, 2022. 800 contracts. SPY. 416 puts. August 10th, 2022. 561 contracts.
There's that move on Roblox. All right, so now we're getting into where we're putting in this compression on the 5 minute, which maybe on the 3 minute looks a little bit better. Absolutely. So we have not necessarily crossed to the upside yet. So this isn't, if you're playing the compression trade, right? So not the kind of dip and rip that I did. If you're playing the compression trade here, you have not shown the cross here to go up. But we do have the compression signal. So we don't have a direction on whether we're going to break to the downside or break to the upside as of yet. So we'll watch a little bit more right here. I really losing confidence here in the cues though, guys.
SPY. 415 puts. August 10th, 2022. 1,071 TOST. 17 calls. August 19th, 2022. 1,300 SPY. 419 puts.
Oof.
August 10th, 2022. 720 TWTR. 43 puts. August 12th, 2022. 506.
This volume kind of drying up right here too is not.
2022.
We're still in the fight, but
40 calls. October 21st, 2022. 500 contracts. SPY. 415 puts. August 10th, 2022. 600.
So this is the, again, the compression setup right here for us. So we
August 10th,
have one part of our puzzle. We need the second part of the MACD cross up
XBI.
for the trigger to be able to take the compression trade.
September 16th, 2020.
AMC just broke into the 21s, guys.
LBS. 40 calls. October 21st, 2022. 500 LBS. 40 calls. October 21st, 2022. 518 LAZR. 7 puts. January 19th, 2024. 2,000 contracts.
All right, a little bit of strength from Apple here. There we go. See, we got 20 seconds.
27 calls.
So what I want you guys to see is you're looking at the timer right here when it turns top of the hour, and you can see on the chart the volatility that comes in. Watch.
August 19th, 2022. 1008 LBS. 40 calls. October 21st, 2022. 1001 contracts.
I'm glad you can laugh about it, dude. Tesla's still working itself down now, broke the pivot at 860, now 856. Not helping. Oof. Okay. I thought we were going to get like a runaway freight train candle right at the open, and it didn't quite work that way.
QQQ. 327 calls. August 10th, 2022. 550 contracts.
VIX is still coming down though. So the VIX is at 20 right now. So that is a little bit of a good sign. The Qs are trying to get back above this pivot, this confluence area. So here's our case study for our compression play, right? So here's our bread and butter setup. On this big flag, here's your reaction to the CPI. Here's your flag compression. All these dots, we're waiting for these lines to cross here. So they'll probably cross once it gets to the top-ish area. Normally, I would not like to take the actual breakout of it if you want to buy it more towards the support, but you're paying for a little bit extra confirmation then. Did you guys see HKD is back at 100 in the 100s?
TSLA.
Someone was showing the other day that the
August 12th,
that the
2022.
borrows on HKD were $50 a share, dude. $50 a share. That means that the ticker has to move $50 down before you even see a profit. A net profit, I should say.
August 19th, 2022. 251 contracts. CSCO. 46 puts. August 12th, 2022. 1,500 contracts.
All right, so this is it. Yeah, now it's trying to hold 168 as support. That was the old resistance, 168.50 now resistance. Pretty big level for it. So NVIDIA did make that pop up too. My Unity is at 54, bro. That was a solid add yesterday. Or not add, but re-entry, I should say. This is not what you want to see if you're on the bullish side right here on this Apple.
PFE. 51 puts. August 19th, 2022. 1,500 contracts.
Do you, oh, they, look, you can write in here, dude. Do you want for a candle to finish before making a trade? No, I've never quite understand why people do that.
PFE. 51
Just
puts.
my personal thing. I don't understand why they're like, oh, let me wait for this candle to close. What's the difference between the candle closing and then where it's at in the middle of the candle? The only thing that's different about it is the price. A candle is just a representation of the movement during that price and time. So if you're using a close of a candle, it doesn't mean anything. Like, you know what I mean? The reason why we're talking about, and the reason it's so like if you're asking because I said top of the hour. So the reason why we keep track of top and half of the hours is because there's volatility that is made at those time frames, at the top of the hour and the halfway mid hour. So there's a couple two different reasons why for that. News gets dropped at top of the hour and half of the hour. So that's why you get volatility then at that, because then you get some type of news catalyst that will move the market. The other part is that the more macro type traders, right? So the more whale type traders, they are not trading on a 5-minute chart the way that we are, or a 3-minute chart the way that we are. They're trading more on an hourly time frame or above, right? At the least an hourly time frame. They're trying to get the moves off of the 390, like where the price bounced off of the 390 up to where we're at right now. So they're not playing this intraday the way that we do. So they look for the close of those candles and then at the hourly mark in order to be able to take those trades. So that's the reason I look at top of the hour and half hour marks for the volatility of it, but not necessarily to enter or exit trades. And I sure as don't wait until like say like, oh, wait until this 5-minute candle closes. I know that there's like certain warrior trader type people out there and stuff that say, oh, first 5-minute candle to make a new high, or you know, stuff like that. That doesn't make sense. We're gonna break one way or the other here, guys, and it's gonna be violent, whether it's up or down. I could promise you two things in trading. The price will either move up or down, and the charts will move from right to left. If any of those stop happening, we have a very big freaking problem, and we need to reevaluate what we're doing with our lives. You know what I was thinking the other day? What would be kind of cool is at the point of me retiring from trading or whatever, to take the day that I started trading of like the SPY, and then to the day I hang it up, the last day I ever trade, right? Last day I do it, and make and someone annotate a chart of my P&Ls through that time, like my lifetime of doing it, and then to be able to hang it on the wall. And then also like with like current event things. If my problem. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be really cool, like gift to someone, like even someone that's a broker, or someone that's really interested in the market, of getting a chart and then just annotating it with like their accomplishments, and even like, oh, you're an idiot, you took a big L this day, things like that. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, no, so I don't like to be called a breakout trader. So like we were saying right here on this compression, like buying the top of the range, I don't like that. I don't like buying the breakout, right? So I am a breakout trader. I trade momentum breakouts, right? But I don't like buying the breakout, because if we're buying up here at the 418.90 at the top, 419, whatever it is, right? Then you're having a risk down here, because your whole thesis is that you're trading within this range and that it's going to break out. So if this is your thesis, then you have to give it the room to get to the bottom of the channel, right? So basically then your risk then at that point is 419 down to 417.23. So $1.75 you're having a risk to go up, right? I would rather put in a higher low, or on the support for you to be able to get in on that type of trade. Now, what you're saying is a little bit different though. So like on a breakout and then a retest. So kind of like this unity that I'm in right now, right? So this broke out the other day, and I know these lines are freaking a nuisance. It broke out, went to 56. It came back and retested the breakout here at the 50, 48 area. And obviously this is more macro, right? And then now it validated this breakout area as support. And now we're continuing to going up. And that's why I bought back in yesterday, because it was holding this area right here, this 50. That's some sort of TPO, dude. I don't know if that's trader TWS. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Does that answer your question? I don't know. Let me know what you want to be called, dude. Drew, Andrew, Robinson. So we're at 2002 now on the VIX. Again, super tight here range, guys. We need see which way we pick here. Now I am kind of what, I don't know what you call it, reneging on my rules or what have you, because I said I was going to get out at 9 o'clock. So August 12th, 2022. And you can see where the theta is affecting me right here, guys. So I'm down another like $700 just because of the time of this going sideways underneath the 4,200.
7 calls. October 21st, 2022. 2,000 contracts.
Looking good. Yeah. So just a big supply area, bro. A lot of people taking profit here off of the run up. So all right, so Q's turned around. Warrior Trading LOL. Yeah, dude. That's one of my biggest things is like this guy. That's the reason I blew up my first um
QQQ.
that's one of the reasons why I took my first blew up my first account. Followed him into a trade and I got just dumped on, dude. All right, so here we go. So we're getting this breakdown here more to the downside again, guys. So I'm gonna probably wind up stopping out. We'll see. Yeah, Apple broke to the downside here, guys. So unless it bounces. But we've already been here 45 minutes or so, and we've moved all of 418.86 for a dollar or two range. So
1002 contracts in 7 calls.
there you go.
September 16th.
Nice little plug trade.
621 contracts.
Apple bouncing again off the 164.20 30 area, but the Qs loses 323 in the low of day right here, guys. Then we're probably coming further down. So 415 is going to be the target to the downside. I believe with the open interest rate. Wait, today's the 10th. Oh. Yeah, 415 is a little bit bigger than 410 is the way big one. 411, 410. Biden is on the mic right now, guys. U.S. President Biden says we're seeing some signs inflation may be moderating, says our work is so far from over. So be careful of some volatility right now. Is that a service? He's looking at Bookmap. The Bookmap is free, I think, on Thinkorswim, but you only get like the ETFs and Apple, I think. If you want like a full equity book or whatever, you have to pay for it. Oh, the candles. Oh, yeah. What is that, dude? Well, that's all TPO is volume per candle or whatever. Delta profile. So here our candles are starting to turn more neutral than these green here, guys. So yeah. That's on the 3-minute. So
TLRY. 4 calls.
Even the
August 12th, 2022.
flow is really slow today.
1,000 contracts. TLRY. 4 calls. August 19th, 2022. 891 contracts. TLRY. 4 calls. August 19th, 2022. 1,000 contracts.
So Q's just broke this low right here, guys. Gonna
JBL.
wind up probably stopping out right here. Give me a second.
August 19th, 2022. 1,300 contracts.
All right, stopped out. So
KHC.
took a loss, 5K on that here, guys.
2023. 690 contracts.
Not a huge deal for me. I could, if I get one good trade, I could definitely make that up and then keep on going. So what type of confluences, confirmations do you look for in order to make a trade? So any of them. So you could use, you just want to look for pieces of evidence to be able to form a theory around, right? It could either be technical, you could also use fundamental, you could use a time inference, you could use different instruments. So like if you're using support and resistance levels off of big players on the S&P or the Qs, like Apple, Tesla, Amazon, those are the ones that we want to look for. So you want to look for as many things to line up at the same point in time that are screaming to you to take that trade, right? So it's like having a puzzle, right? So you're building a puzzle and then you're trying to you're trying to make a picture as much as you can with the pieces that you have, right? You may not have all the pieces, but you could definitely, you know, tell what the picture is and what is going to happen, right? Or best guess what's going to happen. So stopped out, took that trade, took that L right there, guys. And we are moving slow, bro. I would like, if we're gonna sell, like let's freaking sell. Like let's move a little bit faster. And if we get another pop up here towards the floor, this line, the top line on low volume, then I would love that here. Even the V, like the between this line and the VWAP here on low volume, that'll be my volume divergence entry.
Oil. 100 calls. August 12th, 2022. 501 contracts.
Cool how it just stopped me out and then watch. Now, if you're playing like the breakouts and stuff, Robinson, what you're asking so I didn't answer the second part of the second part of your question. So the confirmations part, volume should always be your confirmation, dude. So if you want it to move in a certain direction, volume will tell you if the sentiment and everyone else is thinking the same way that you are, or you're on the right side of it. And so the volume should be your confirmation.
NCR 35 calls.
Cool. You guys like that?
2022.
It definitely adds some anxiety to me. Like kind of like I can't hide that I just lost 4 or 5K right now. No, I'm not talking about daily. Well, I mean, if you're playing swing setups, then absolutely, right? So if you're playing like we're talking about like the since I'm in this unity, right? If you're looking at this unity, so the breakout point right here, you see this volume right here on this day on the breakout, and then even this day was a lot bigger, and then bigger even on this day. That's what you want to see, is that volume confirmation that people are thinking the same way that you are, right? So that's on the more macro term. But if you're looking at like here, right, on the smaller time frame, then you just want to see it whenever you get the breakout here in that time, right? So right now on this selling right here, it was a very slow little move, right? Like this wasn't too convincing here for the upside, right? Or excuse me, for the downside. So, and we're back above here, the support level now, like maybe, and so now I'm thinking like, okay, like the sellers didn't want to take control over here, right? They just kind of, got bullied around a little bit, but, or excuse me, the bulls got bullied around a little bit. Huh, get it? That was, damn, I'm funny. Look at them puns. The bulls got bullied around. I'll write that down. So then, but they took back control right here, and we're back in these levels. But the thing is that they gotta, how are we saying in Spanish, ponte los pilas, and see if we could get moving. If not, the bears will take control, and then on the next dip, you will see a higher volume breakout. So, and this is exactly what we're saying, is that the low volume little push up right here, this may be a perfect spot to go ahead and actually get short. So we're waiting to see if we get a little pop up either above this VWAP or we start showing some weakness and coming further down. So this candle right here, this is a 3-minute candle. So we're going to come back over here to our 5-minute chart. Usually I do not trade on the 3-minute. I was just trying to show you the compression when it was showing better on the 3-minute than the 5. But what we want to see is the rejection around in this level of 417.85 or so. For the bearish thesis. Now, for the bullish thesis, right, we wanted to pop up and stay above that level.
SPY 415 puts. August 10th, 2022. 1,500 contracts.
A dump. You're in for the dump. Yeah. So see how it's pulling away from it right here. Ah, dude, do I go? Do I try it? 41.86. Apple's reclaiming the pivot here too, dude. So I have a limit order out on my AMC. It got to the 50 cents that I wanted.
Calls. September 16th, 2022. 1,500 contracts.
Yeah, so we talked about 20 being the point of interest on the VIX today. So it did get there and it's trying to bounce. So that here now it's above the VWAP right here, like we said, this is turning more bullish if it's above the VWAP, right? So now it's so with it rejecting the VWAP in this area, again, this low volume, more leaning here towards the downside. So also as well for like over what an hour, we weren't able to take out the highs. So that kind of says quite a bit. A bull flag. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a bigger compression. So bam. So maybe here, so we just got half hour mark, full hour of the session. My unities, like if I got this week expiration, they would be freaking flying, bro. But I think I even got September's. Those aren't moving very well either. Well, they're from $2.60 at the low on Unity on the 50s for this week to 470. So this is why you got to have good people around you, good trading buddies and stuff. Is for times like this when things are slow, you could talk about other things other than what's going on and just looking at the chart and stressing yourself out.
SPY. 416 puts. August 10th, 2022.
See, this guy has kind of the same
500
idea.
Contracts. SPY. 416 puts. August 10th, 2022. 506.
So one thing with the
contracts.
flow right here is that you know that this is the same person by how quick these came in back to back. They're the same date, same strike, and then the same price that were paid. And it looks like he had it as a limit order at the 62. So when the bull flag keeps extending, it probably decreases like the likelihood of it being bullish. Oh, little pop above the VWAP here. Tesla is bouncing here pretty nice. and the VIX broke 20 to the downside. So I'm going to try this trade here again, guys. Same exact trade. So here we go. My loss, this is what's open right now. Same stop loss right here. And let's see, so my thesis now on this trade, right? So re-entering the trade, we said that if it pops above the VWAP, right? So it turns more bullish again. Now the thing is that we need that volume confirmation, right? So if we do not get that volume and get to the top of this range, then I will just take the profit that we get to the top of the range if the volume does not come in to support that move. Now I have a way better average. My old average was 15. Now I'm at 7. So about half. So if I'm looking at this though, and I'm looking at, so Tesla bounced off of the 850 is moving up, and then Apple is also trying to move up as well. But again, we want to see the volume confirmation for us to be able to get up into this level for us to continue moving to the upside. Bullet train incoming. Let's see, dude.
AMZN 138 calls. August 12th, 2022. 429 contracts.
Roblox, kind of a double bottom at the 43 is now moving its way up. All right, so here comes Apple showing some strength. Tesla also showing strength. So this is where you could kind of feel the sentiment kind of changing a little bit here. Tesla bounced off the 850, now looking a little bit more bullish. Apple right here as well, bounced off of the 167, trying to move up, needs to get above the 167 ish area right here, 168, and then we will get going. So
AMZN
what the hell?
140 calls. August 12th, 2022. 250 spike. 420 calls. August 12th, 2022. 2013 M18 calls. August 12th, 2022. 600 contracts. M18 calls. August 12th, 2022. 687 contracts.
All right, so up 200 so far, 150. And again, if you remember, the 418 is where the open interest is stacked up right here. So they don't want it to move above the 418 as much. So 420, cool. Yeah, maybe they start delta hedging a little bit higher, but 418, not so much. There we go. Apple showing a little bit more strength. There's a nice little pop. You guys could see the compression, right? And then here we come to try to move to the upside. VWAP to the upside, David, if you could hear me. Yeah, so that's what we're showing now. Yeah, you want the VWAP area to act as support. Is that correct, David? Okay. I agree with you because the VWAP is right here. So this whole area, right? So this whole area is our area of interest, right? So this whole little box, right? We have our VWAP right here. We have the previous highs from the other day. Here's our previous highs right here. And then the second one. So this whole little area right here is our area of interest that people are looking at, right? So this little area. Then now if we start breaking that like this right here, if this bid didn't come in here under the 417, then yes, we would move more aggressively down. But looking so good. So the like with the compression, like we're talking about. So compression on the 5 minute, we haven't necessarily crossed yet. Here on the 3 minute, we may have. We are just about there, which this dip kind of ruined our compression right here. Now the indicators are just there for you, like comfort, like to help you. They're like training wheels, right? So they're just for to help you visualize what's happening on the chart. Once you get skilled enough, and you could just say, okay, this is our channel that we're working right here, top of the channel, bottom channel, then you're not relying so heavily on this. But absolutely. So here we go, dude. Let's see if we could get our fun to wear on, get our dancing shoes.
Spike.
Oh, okay, yeah.
417 puts. August 10th, 2022. 2,133 contracts.
Anyone else taking this trade with me? Anyone? I know. I know it was a good stop out though. I saved a little bit of money. That down here would have been like 7 grand if I would have got out. And then if I would have just held that builds bad habits of holding. I said 417 and I got out at 417, like I said. So, but yeah, holding through it just reinforces bad habits. And then it is what it is. Like you could always re-enter and take another trade. I'm already almost up 20% of the well, it just went down a little bit, but 20% of my loss. So
20 calls.
96 on the SPY contracts. Nice. All right, let's see if we get it, dude. I would love a huge candle here to the upside. Well, what level do you need it to break? And does volume look okay? No trade, just adding to my 10,000 hours. So the high of day would be nice, dude. So high of day. And then what's holding us up is the Qs. So the Qs up here at the 325. So this is actually the number in this area right here on the Qs that it needs to break. So 418 is our open interest area on the SPY, which we're already above. So the SPY is actually a little bit more strong. And then on the Qs, we need to get above these pivots in the 325. And then the volume is, we want it to be more than what the average volume has been for the day. Or 1880. So yeah, 419. So high day, pre-market high. And the Q is over 325 showing strength. So Apple is getting back up. It's over the VWAP and 168, excuse me. So next up 168.50. We'll see. What a horrible, I wish this trade just went a lot more quickly. Biden just said we have 0% inflation. You know what's crazy, dude, is that if I give out like here, I'm with you guys and I give wrong information and, you know, for you to buy or sell things, make financial decisions and stuff like that. I mean, it's already happened to me where
14 calls.
the SEC people come knocking and they're like, hey, you can't do that. But the president says we're at 0% inflation and is influencing millions of people to make decisions off of what he's saying, and nothing gets done about it, bro. The fibs, the yellow ones, your golden pocket thing, whatever. Is that what they call it on the fibs?
AMC 24 calls. August 12th, 2022. 613 contracts. SPY 416 puts. August 10th, 2022. 1015 contracts.
Yeah, that's the Apple resistance of 168. Sucks, dude. Once it's gone, it definitely wants to run. Tesla's trying to push back up here too. So I'm getting, to be 100% honest, guys, I'm getting frustrated. So whenever you start feeling yourself like this, you need to calm down.
AEHR 17 calls. August 19th, 2022. 650 DBX. 22 puts. September 16th, 2022. 500 contracts. SPY 417 puts. August 10th, 2022. 508 CBNA. 46 puts. August 12th, 2022. 758 contracts.
Roblox again here trying to take off. And then my Unity is going to get above 55, dude. Is that for me? Is it for me to calm down? Is that what you're telling me, dude? It's like, bro, we're moving, we're almost an hour and a half into the day, and we're in $1.50 range or something like that. Like the only thing that really moved today was Tesla. I guess we could say Unity, like on a percentage basis. AMC was also down really, really hard. Even this 5-minute chart, I'm about to come up here to the 15 here in a second, bro. Elon just tweeted, just sold 7.92 million Tesla shares. What floor should I sweep? Oh, here we go. Let's see here, guys. So Apple pulled it back away from that 168 here, guys. And it's kind of putting in this intraday head and shoulders. So head, shoulder, shoulder. Energy going a little bit more darker.
UPST. 29 calls. August 12, 2022. 689 GNRC. 240 puts. August 19, 2022. 1000 spike. 417 puts. August 10, 2022. 1328 contracts. TSLA. 840 puts. August 12, 2022. 268 contracts.
All right, finally got over the 1,000 mark here on my P&L. Maybe Apple is not a player in this. We get led by semiconductors and Tesla. I don't know where. I'm going to go ahead and put Amazon over here.
NFLX. 180 puts. March 17th, 2023. 300 contracts.
4,200. We're going to butter 4,200, bro. We're going to 4,250. Yeah, so Nvidia's leading now here, actually. There we go, over 4,200 here on the SPX. Finally broke high of day, new high of day. Let's see here, dude. Right at the 10 o'clock hour. I have a meeting here in like 15 minutes, guys. So I actually have traffic court for a stupid parking ticket. So you see on the 5 minute how it hasn't necessarily crossed as of yet. It's really kind of delayed here. On the 3 minute, you will see that it did cross right here. And then, but we started to get the volatility a little bit more than the dots because of the slide and the bounce. But same, like if you're able to look from previous, right? Oh man, here we go. From the previous here and see the channel that we're working in.
TSLA 900 calls. August 12th.
I mean, it's not right at 1880. So the high of day is right here. So the high of day was 419. I don't know where 418 or 41880 like. Yeah, because I think you're measuring up these highs right here. So this one and then this one, but the actual high that we had for in pre-market was up here. But again, that's why it doesn't, support and resistance doesn't work as a line. The market doesn't know that you have a line in that area, right? Or a line at all. It's an area of interest. Like, so like if you're taking a look as far as, so the way that Richard is putting up here this book map chart. So this measures all the orders according to price that are actually open on the market. And so he could probably show a little bit more zoomed in, but if I come and I'm looking at this and I annotate this a little bit, so it's between here and then between here, right? It's not just a line. It's not just a line at 168. So there's orders up to like 168.04 or so. And then at the bottom was 167.97 or so. So there's a little bit of a range of these, of the sense where the orders are stacked up at as an area of interest. And then you also have these ones down here a little bit lower. So the market isn't perfect to know where a line is, but a general consensus of an area of interest that you know, definitely. Here we go, testing 325 here on the Qs.
1,175 contracts.
But that is definitely oh, I need my mouse. Definitely good job spotting where the resistance is there in that area, you know what I mean? Where's the volume? So here's your volume right here on the breakout, right? So this is what you want is here's your first little sign, but you need to have it keep on coming in here for the confirmation for it to move. Now our big test is this 420. So we will see the 420, and then also we'll put back over here on the Qs, the 325. We're above 325 now on the Qs. So we're kind of 325, 35-ish area is a high right here for us to get above. And then here we go. So I'm actually in the money now on my trade. I'm up 4,000. Apple selling what? Yeah.
AMC 40 calls. August 26th, 2022. 747 contracts. Spike.
Nvidia is making a nice move here, guys.
August 12th, 2022.
We talked about Nvidia and the semiconductors as a dip play, right? So buying the dip on them because of the news that they had. And then the area of interest for Nvidia is about 180. So we have about $2.70 in order for it to get there. Oh, 420. How long did we wait to get to see 420 print, guys? It's been like 3-4 weeks. And we've said it. Oh my goodness.
2022. 3,022 contracts.
I'm over 100% on these contracts here so far. Market's too high. Spark went up, stoners. Elon sparking one up, bro.
F15 calls. August 12th, 2022. 529 contracts.
Is that all we have? We're just going to come and say hi to 420 and then that's it. Yeah, so 4209.50 is our resistance here at this level that we're looking at on the SPX. Then the next level is going to be 4217.50. So that's 421. So it'll be like, yeah, about 420, 21 or so.
UPST. 29 calls. August 19th, 2022. 1,000 contracts.
So we had a nice volume right here come in for the breakout right here, but we need the volume to continue if we're going to break this 420 continue going up. So the VIX is trying to bounce off the 1975, and then the Qs are trying to break back below 325. So not looking good, dude. I may just bounce out of this trade. This is like a long-term investment for me right now. All charts, what do you mean by all charts? All charts are indicating higher highs. Like time frames? Yeah, okay. Look at this candle today. Dang. All right, guys, on the YouTube here, I'm going to go ahead and log off. Like I said, I wasn't looking at the YouTube over here, Robinson, to see what you're saying. You don't like RSI, SPY looks oversold. No, that's RSI is kind of the silliest thing ever, dude. Just because someone is buying something a lot doesn't mean that it can't keep on going or reverse or, what have you. So it's kind of a silly concept. Now, my candles do have a little bit of RSI built into them, but that is just because of the trend, though. So we're the actual trend, not necessarily because of the candle or what have you. So, but the actual indicator, the RSI, it's not. Actually, these are MFI. Excuse me, MFI. On the YouTube, guys, I'm going to go ahead and log off. Like I said, I have virtual court or something here in a little bit. Oh, there it is. I got to hop off. See you guys.